Hi, welcome back to my garage. Today we're going to be looking at screwdrivers and the different kind of screwdrivers there are and how to use them and the different kind of screws there are. So each job requires a different type of screw and a different type of screwdriver then. So the other thing too is that I have a drill, and this is a battery powered drill that can have an adapter put in it, and I can use it as a screwdriver with a battery powered drill. As you can see, there are a lot of screwdrivers here, and from very long to very small. So you might be wondering what something like this would be used for. I don't know if any of you wear glasses, but this screwdriver here, if you look at it, it's so small, it would be perfect for your screwdriver for your glasses. Also, you have one that looks like this, and you can tell what kind of screwdriver it is by taking a look at the end. If you take a look at the end, I'll show you a big one, it's a lot easier to see. This one here is a flat screwdriver. It only has a single thing in it that fits onto the end of the screw. So you look at it that way too. Whereas this one here, I'll show you this one, it's easier to see. This one here has a funny looking end, ends up looking like an X. This one here is called a Phillips head screwdriver. And I only use one other kind of screwdriver, but I don't normally use it on with a screwdriver. I usually have an adapter for my electric drill to use it. And that one is called a star drive. And this one here is just, it kind of looks like a Phillips head screwdriver, but it's a little bit different, that has many more points to it on the edges. So that one there is called a star drive. So all these things here fit different sizes of screws. Here you have one, and if you take a look at the end, you can see that it has a star shape in there. And so your star bit fits into that end of that screw nice and tight. So here's one here. So you can see this here. Oh, sorry, a little high there. That's good. And then this fits right into the end there. Nice and snug, look at that. Hold it up top. The other kind that I have here is a Phillips head. Oh, that's another star. Here's a Phillips head. So in this one here, you can see that there is an X on there. And your Phillips head screwdriver, I like this one, has an X on it too. So the way this works is you put the X right on top of there, like that. And then that way, when you turn the screwdriver, it turns the screw into the wood. So the other kind that we have here is a flathead. And a flathead screwdriver looks like that. It has a flathead on it, just one blade. And then the screw that it goes to looks like this. It has a single line going across it. And you line up the screwdriver with the line on the screw. And this one will not hold in place. It'll fall off. But that way, but you can see as I turn it, it does turn the screw. So there's one thing here that is not a screwdriver, and that is this one here. This one here is called an awl, and you can see that this is very, very pointy. An awl is spelled A-W-L, and this is used with a hammer to start a hole that you're going to put a screw into. So let's see how this all works. I'll set up a piece of wood and put some of these screws into wood for you, okay? Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is take a piece of scrap wood and put in my vice clamp make it nice and tight. And I take my hammer and that thing I told you about, the awl, and just put it into the wood, tap it a couple times. Take it back out. Now for this one here, I'm going to use a Phillips head, this blue one. You can see that. So now I need to take the right screwdriver, which is the Phillips head screwdriver. And there's a rule for remembering how to tighten things. If you wanted to go tight, you go right. So it's righty tighty, lefty loosey. So I put the screw into the hole. I'll line up the screwdriver like that, and I start turning to the right. And if you're looking at a clock, you can turn it clockwise. You keep on turning it. Sometimes it gets a little hard. You can go put some muscles into it. And you can see that it's going in. And there you go. Nice and tight. So the same thing works with the other kinds. I'll try a flathead. Start it with my awl. Loosen it up. Pull out the awl. And I will get a flathead. There's a flathead. And I'll get my flathead screwdriver. Let's see. I like this. I'll do the short one. Flathead screwdriver. Put it in a hole. And then turn the screwdriver to the right or clockwise. Righty tighty, lefty loosey, right? And you can see the screwdriver doesn't want to stay on there as good. I didn't have any problems like this with the Phillips head, and that is why Phillips heads are a lot better than using a flathead. But still works. Sometimes it takes a little bit. Fell off again. Oh, fell off again. Yeah, Phillips head is so much better. There you go. In the wood. Next, I'm going to show you how I use the drill to put screws in. First thing you want to know about this is that this works on a battery, and the battery is taken out by pushing down this little button here, and it slides out. So you always want to make sure that your battery is charged. So the kit comes with a battery charger. Oops, it looks like this. And you plug it in. Then you take the other spare battery for this and put it on the charger. And you can see that red light, since it's not flashing, means that this battery is good. You should always have a spare battery charged full while you're doing a job so that you don't run out of energy. All right, so for this part, I'm going to show you how I don't normally use a screwdriver. I usually use my drill with an adapter on it with the screws. So the adapter looks like this. It goes into the end of the screw gun, the screwdriver like this. And I tighten it up. Then I can put the part on it that I need. So for this one here, I'm going to be doing Phillips head screws. So I take a Phillips head screw like that. And all I have to do is put it right in here. There you go. Ready to go. So let me start my pilot holes with my awl and my hammer. And watch how fast this goes. I'm going to put one there, one there, and one there. Now you put the screw, Phillips head screw on the end of the Phillips head. Put it in the hole. In. In. that's how you do it with a screw gun. So just review, there's a lot of kinds of screws, so it takes different kinds of screwdrivers to make them go in. And most of the time I will use my drill gun with a special adapter on it that helps me work a lot faster. But we also have Phillips heads. Let's see, there you go. That's nice, huh? You have a flathead screwdriver, looks like that. And you have a star-driven screw, looks like this. So the good way to show this is with the different kinds of screws that I have. Here we have a flathead screw, single line. Here we have an X, which would need a Phillips head. And then we have a star-driven screw, which would need that special adaptation. I can't wait to build with you. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time in my garage.